AJ Mida here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about creating your future and how to make it easier when you go about achieving that. So this morning, I was listening to some great audio by Jim Rohn, and he was talking about paying the price, and really just when you have a vision and the vision is clear, the price gets easier. You see, it's interesting when you don't have a clear vision and the promise isn't clear for your life, you're not willing to pay the price, right? Would you pay a lot of money for something if you weren't clear on exactly what you were getting? Of course you wouldn't. That's why it's so important when you're chasing your goals, you just have an absolute clear vision for your life. So we're here in Destin, Florida, and we've been traveling for 8 months now, and we knew exactly what we wanted the future to look like. It took about 2 years for us to be able to travel full-time. However, we knew it was going to happen, so we were willing to do whatever it took to make that happen. I want to give you a few tips on what you can do to really create that clear vision for your life so that you're willing and able to put in that hard work that it's going to take to accomplish your goals and dreams. So the first thing that I do when creating a new future, a new vision for my life, is to write it down. And this is something that I'm doing all the time, multiple times a year. It's not like a New Year's resolution where you just do it one time and stick it in the drawer and forget about it. You should constantly be changing your vision, your future, when you're inspired for more or something different. You know, people change, so I'm a firm believer in also changing what you want for your life. There's no reason why, you know, at age 30 you should be writing down what you want and not changing that until you're 50, you know? So be flexible with this, because your wants, desires are gonna change all the time. So first thing you're gonna wanna do is get in a peak state to craft your vision, your future. What I like to do is go for a walk, just get some fresh air, or go to a coffee shop, or do both, and just write out a very clear, descriptive future. And what I want to do while I'm doing that, especially if I'm at a coffee shop, is play music. I like to listen to music like the piano guys, where there's no words, so I can think more clearly, and I just flow. That way I'm not distracted, and I write just in such description that when I'm rereading it, because that's the second part, is to reread it frequently, ideally on a daily basis, but if not, a weekly, monthly basis, so that when you're reading it, you feel like if it's already happened, you can feel yourself there already. So for example, if I'm crafting this oceanfront home I want to have in Laguna Beach one day, I'm writing, you know, when I drive home and I open up the front door, I'm greeted with the smells of great cooking and the salt air. As I walk through the entranceway, I can actually see the entire ocean because there's just a wall of windows as soon as you open the front door going through to the other side of the house. I can hear kids laughing and they run up to greet me, and that type of stuff. You know, I even like to write what kind of car I'm going to be driving to pull up to the house, and it's just very descriptive to what I'm looking for. You know, you can feel the cold, cool floor on your feet. I got to give you a quick shot of this. There's about to be some pelicans flying overhead. Let's see if I can get them on camera. How cool is that? One of my favorite parts about the ocean is the pelicans flying over, and then in the evenings watching them dive bomb to get food. It's so cool. But so that's your first step, writing down the description of your future. Second step is to review it on a daily basis. And the third step is to share it with your significant other. You want to share it with them because it makes it more real when you share it with somebody else. And you want them to be on the same page with you, because if you're not on the same page with your spouse, you're going to have a hard time accomplishing your goals. It's going to be an opposite force fighting you at every turn. And this path to your ultimate future is not going to be easy a lot of the times. If you're constantly working on yourself and reading good books and working on yourself, it shouldn't be a grind the entire time, but there's certainly going to be hard parts about it. So make sure your spouse understands why you're working so hard, why you're doing this, because if they don't, and you may not be there for dinner some nights, or maybe you got to work on a Saturday, whatever that might look like, they understand why you're doing it. It's for this future that you guys both agreed upon. When I heard Jim Rohn talking about that philosophy this morning, I just thought that was so interesting, and I never quite heard it that way. And it's so true, and it's played out in my life over and over and over. The more clear I have been on my goals and my dreams, the easier it was to work to achieve them. I think so many people fail, entrepreneurs, salespeople, they fail because it's hard work, but they don't have that clear picture on how to achieve it. So do those 3 steps and see how it works for you. And do it now. Take action today. Like, as soon as you're done watching this video, like, either do it now or write in your calendar when you're gonna do it. So 1, create the vision. 2, review it on a regular basis. And 3, share it with somebody supportive. Share it with your spouse. Enroll your family into that dream. And I promise you, you're just gonna feel like you're headed somewhere where you wanna go if you're not somewhere where you currently wanna be. And it's gonna be so much easier to accomplish your goals when you're clear on them and you're reliving them on a consistent basis even before they happened, and when your kids, your family are supporting you on this journey. So I hope you got something out of this. I'm super excited about how this might be able to affect your life. My wife and I are back on the road. We've been in Breckenridge for the last 3 months, so I did a lot of my videos inside, so you'll see a lot of them on the outside now. We're here in Destin for the next week, then we'll be in Orlando, the Keys, so keep watching the videos, and I'm just plan on bringing just more and more great content that you might be able to use to change your life. And it's gonna be done in some awesome locations, so I'm super excited. If you haven't done so already, smash the subscribe button and that little bell right next to it, hit that. That way you don't miss any of the future videos that I'll be dropping. We'll see you guys next time.